All right, guys. Well, Lucas from the Live Way here. In-person interview for a change, so this is really nice. Now, Jeremy, we got Mike from Devil Wears Prada. How you guys going?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Fucking awesome, man. Again, I was saying before, but this is an absolutely surreal experience. I've seen you guys multiple times here. I've got it written down, all the shows I've been to. 2 here. We did Parkway Drive with 50 Lions and Ghost Inside back in 2010. And A Day to Remember with Dream on Dreamer back in 2013.
Yep.
Yep. Did Amity at 299. That's all gone now. Was at the Alpha Wolf show last year, so
Sick. Thank you, man.
following you guys for a number of years, so
Great
very-
to be back. Yeah.
fucking awesome. Speaking of obviously being on tour, this is the last night of the Poison anniversary tour. How's the tour been so far?
Amazing. Super short. Just Melbourne, Sydney, and now Brizzy. But yeah, really happy to have the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of that tour, or the tour that you're on now, typically when bands come back, they'll be touring a brand new album. Flowers is out next month. So has it been cool to see the new songs be performed with the album not quite being out yet?
The singles have been out, and we played the singles all summer, so we feel pretty adjusted to it, I guess, so far. But yeah, look forward to next time, and we'll have a bunch more to add.
Yeah, for sure. Does that kind of mean that there's going to be maybe a possible return once Flowers is dropped?
Yeah, we want to. I don't know exactly. We have a few options, but we're trying to make it like a yearly stop now. We had come really frequently before the pandemic, and then obviously everything got crazy. And then we just came back last year, and we were like, why have we not found the space for it? So it's a long flight, but they're just some of the best shows anywhere really. And metalcore is so ingrained into the culture here. Like you mentioned that Parkway Drive tour. So yeah, we're definitely going to keep investing in this area.
Yeah, Alpha Wolf was 6 years, right? Because you were here in 2018 before that?
We had done a tour with Polaris here in 2018. And then, so yeah, I guess 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking on the album, then I guess I've had a chance to listen to it. It is fucking awesome. There's a really cool balance, I guess, between the songs where it feels like a lot of them are really short. A lot of them are kind of under 3 minutes. Was that sort of intentional to kind of have short, snappy, fast songs? Because I know, I'm a big fan of Bill Murray. I don't know if you guys know him, but he does the same thing where he kind of makes these really short, snappy songs, gives the album a lot of variety. This is what this album has. Did you guys kind of go into it sort of the same way?
Love Johnny, great person.
Yeah, cool. All right, you know him.
Yeah. I don't think it was really intentional at all. I think it was more just not like a stream of conscious thing, but we just kind of wrote the songs and let them kind of be what they were going to be. And I think maybe they just ended up not having a lot of filler or excess parts and stuff. We try to just listen to it in a way where it's from the time it starts until the time it ends, you want to rewind it instead of getting to a part where you're like, all right, I'm kind of over this song. So
For sure. I found myself revisiting multiple songs multiple times, and My Paradise was one of them. I think the other one was what's it called? Curse.
Cure Me.
Cure Me. Yeah. Cure Me is another fucking banger. So that one's awesome. This is the first record since Color Decay, and I know that obviously with the addition of Giuseppe and Jonathan into the band in 2019, coming onto the act, Jonathan taking a bit more of a producer role in the band, feels like you guys have kind of elevated the sound to something that right now is a little bit lacking, I guess, in metalcore as a whole. But you guys have made it your own and made it really good. What's the addition of them been like to the band creatively, where before it was kind of a bit more sort of cut and dry metalcore, the 818 stuff and Roots and that? You guys have evolved that sound now. How's their addition been since coming in?
I mean, John worked on different albums with us before he took the full-on producing role, and I think that while I like those albums and they have a lot of positive attributes, I think the big thing with John is that really nothing stands in his way from completing his vision and doing everything he wants to the song. Everything is right in front of him, and he makes the changes he wants and whatnot. He's not calling an engineer and saying oh, the delay didn't turn out the way I wanted it. He's sitting in his basement with the song, dialing things in. So I think just by changing our method and our practices in terms of John having more control, it just totally opened the floodgates for him to do his thing.
Yeah, for sure. Moving on. kind of where was that now? Now, this is a purely selfish question for me, right? But 2023, you guys did Reasons with Marshmello. What was that collab like? How did that come about?
Oh, it was with Wooly and Excision.
Oh, sorry, Excision, not
Yeah.
Marshmello. Excision. Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
I love to do a song with Marshmello. Basically, they had made an instrumental and they were going all over town, let's just call it, trying to find someone to write a song to this instrumental and be a voice on it. And they had tried some people out and it just didn't work. And then we had someone make a remix of Salt for the Color Decay Deluxe Edition.
Yep.
And they were at this festival, and this person that did that remix was playing it for a bunch of people in a dressing room like this. And they were like, oh my God, like that's the sound we want. That's the voice we want. So they reached out, asked if we'd be interested. And then we ended up writing like all the lyrics and vocals and stuff. But then they were like, we want you to add more stuff. So we had Giuseppe like play some drums on it. And we just added some guitars and different stuff like that to it. And it smashed and it was awesome. And they've played it at shows that are 85,000 times bigger than anything we've ever done. But we really liked it. And so we made our own version of the song with their blessing that was more like band focused and stuff. And we've been playing it a lot over the last couple of years. We just don't have time to do it on this set.
Yeah, no, I remember hearing it last year. I remember hearing them being like, oh, this is a little bit different. So, but the band version sounds pure.
Everything moves everything moves like that. It's just people texting each other or hitting up managers and being like if we get a feature on something, we had Rory from Dayseeker on a song and it was just like texted him like, hey, do you want to sing on this song? So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, no, Dayseeker are going to be here later in the year and I'm really pumped.
They're awesome. Great guys. Yeah.
I caught them last year with Landon from Plot New. And
oh, yeah. Plot New, great people too. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bringing it then back to Flowers, right? So I feel like some of the stuff from Reasons sort of bled into My Paradise. So is there any connective tissue between those two songs? Because when I went back and I listened, because the album closes on My Paradise, went back and listened to Reasons and I'm like, oh, there's kind of like a lot of this very heavy, like electronic sort of vibes on both tracks, especially at the start of the song.
Yeah, maybe. I could see that. No, I could definitely see that. I'm just trying to think of both of them. That song was when we did a lot of like songwriting sessions with other people to kind of write some of the songs, and some of the songs we just made ourselves, like from scratch, like start to finish. Nobody else was in the room. It was just us as a band making them. And that was one that mostly it was something that John had written and then we ended up all finishing together. So maybe that has part to do with it. He had added a bunch of stuff onto Reasons, and it's just sort of the same vein, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Last question I got on this one. Obviously, the 14 songs, or the album's 14 songs long. Out of the songs that haven't been released yet, is there any songs you're really excited to get in front of people?
Yeah. I think The Silence is one that really pops out to me. I definitely don't think it has any kind of space as far as being a single or music video and whatnot, but I don't know. It feels a little like post-punky, a little like 80s almost, and just the way it came to fruition was really interesting. So that one kind of pops to me as far as like hoping fans can appreciate it the way I do, but it rarely works that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, All Out I'm really excited for too.
Yeah.
Which one, sorry?
All Out.
All Out, yeah, All Out's awesome. I'm really excited for Cure Me. I can't wait for people to hear that track. That track bangs, and everybody knows.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody knows we'll be it's getting the single treatment here shortly. Oh, yes. So.
before the album drops?
Yeah, next week or the week after, yeah. So.
Killer. Well, it's going to be out and
thank you for saying that. Now I feel good about our decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when it kind of bleeds, obviously you got like the intro track and then you get Where the Flowers Grow. And I'm like, all right, cool, first new song that I haven't heard yet. And I was instantly blown away with like how good it was. You know, that's the album as a whole. Like I've literally been playing it since I got it on Wednesday, nonstop.
Thank you. John, I think, not to speak too much for John, but I think it's his favorite. It's probably everybody knows, or it's definitely up there. Or
yeah, they're all our babies, but something about that. It felt like sometimes you write these songs and it's like, do we even write that? Like, where did that come from? You know, that sort of thing. I think that's one of them. But honestly, I think we're mostly just excited, not just for people to hear like any of the individual songs, but to be able to like put it on from the intro to the last track and just be able to like consume it there. Cause sometimes when we're on a plane, I'll just like listen to the whole thing start to finish. And it's like, yeah, that's the best way to hear this.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is a top 3 record of your guys' entire career.
Thank you.
For sure. But in saying that though, like I said, Flowers does drop next month. Again, this has been a surreal experience, super fun. And I got to say personally, Roots is one of the best metalcore albums of all time.
Thank you.
Fucking just literally blasted that in my bedroom nonstop when I was like a teenager, and just, yeah, instantly drew me into a fan. So again, thank you so much both of you for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.